Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles.
The Ramilia Sports Report is now live.
What is up, my Ramilia fans of the defending NFC West champion Rams? So the Rams got the W. Arkilla Witherspoon is out with a broken clavicle. That's unfortunate. Possibly our best corner. Oh, I'll just say it. He is our best corner. Kobe Durant, the land shark, is having a great season so far, but he's got great wingspan and he just works for our defense. When you talk about him, because of his it's been a journey for him. He's had multiple teams, but with the Rams, he's at his best. Sometimes people just fit better with certain teams, and that's a Keller Witherspoon. The defense again stepped up. The pass rush. I kept saying early though, I was like, why are we not running in the red zone? It was tied 10-10, and we were in the red zone and we didn't run. We kept trying. It looked like early we were trying to force the ball to Devontae Adams, and it's going to happen naturally, and it did. He got his first touchdown um, in his career with the Rams, and that's good to see. Puka Nacua is just unstoppable. He's a top three wide receiver. This is not just me, a Rams fan, saying it. The guy's a beast. We've been saying that since his first year, but he has to put in the time for longevity. But the guy's just unstoppable, man. The guy is just crazy good. Imagine this. Puka Nacua, as good as he is, got to learn the game from the pro standpoint from McVay, Stafford, and also the main guy that they took him under his wing is Cooper Kupp, right? The ultimate professional, learn how to route, run routes, what he can improve on, and all that stuff. He's always giving, a great human being and a great teammate. And then a different type of receiver, Devontae Adams. Now he's learning under Devontae Adams. So it's like Frankenstein's monster. I mean, this guy is just unbelievable. The guy scored on a pitch, and I was like, how did he score? How did he come out of that? I don't care. He scored. Um, I kept my eye on the Niner game too, and the Saints gave it a whirl, man. They could have won that game. They dropped two big they dropped two big catches. One was right in the end zone. The guy dropped it, or else the Saints would have beat the Niners. So the Niners are getting by too. Where all the teams in the NFC West are 2-0 except for the Seahawks. They're 1-1. And but it's been a crazy year so far. Joe Burrow went out. Um but this team is a Killer Witherspoon is is this a season-ending injury? The broken clavicle, he's not going to be back till later. I have to find out that about. Man, that's a tough blow. With the Eagles coming in, and then we play. He's the guy that we basically match up with the other team's better receivers, especially the bigger ones. So that's going to hurt. But hey, next man up. We have to do. We have to do. Forbes Jr. came back nicely after uh, giving up a horrible play, and then he came back and broke up a play. The more experience he gets, the better we'll play. The better he'll play. Um, Blake Corum looked a little. He looked fresh and quick out there. As a matter of fact, he looked so good. I tweeted. I had went to get something to drink, and then I came back and it was scored, and I thought it was Kyrie Williams. I tweeted touchdown Kyrie Williams, and somebody goes, "That wasn't Kyrie Williams." So I said, "Oops," but he looked quick. But as long as we got the touchdown, I just happened to look at it, and then I went back to because I heard that you hear the announcer. But as long as we got the touchdown, but Blake Corum did his thing. I'm still looking for Jarquez Hunter to get off the chop, get off the bench and do his thing. But I couldn't. It's a great win, 33-19. The Ramelia behind me, in the background, showed out in Nashville. Who knew? Who knew that the Ramelia's in Nashville? We'll get back to that. That was nice. It was a Rams Nissan Stadium takeover. Ram fans, so props to the Ramelia out there. But it's a great win, 2-0. The last time the Rams went 2-0, the Rams won the Super Bowl in 2021. And that's what we're expecting to do. So, and my guy Stockton, he called me a couple times. I haven't even, yeah, Blake Corum looked great. I didn't let him know I just came on. So he called me. He's like, I told you that's why I was worried. I go, yeah, we I don't know why we don't run the red zone, but this is what I was saying. Like the Titans had and I didn't go over this much, but the Titans have a rookie quarterback, Ward, and they have a decent defense, but we have too much talent. You guys saw it. I mean, we started out a little sluggish in the red zone. Well, actually, no, we started out sluggish in the red zone. We couldn't get got. We tried to force the ball to Devontae Adams, and then we're like, why are we not running the ball? Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And then they made a nice play to Davis Allen with turned the corner and hit the cone, and then we just took off. And so what that is basically these last two first games was basically Stafford and Devontae Adams preseason. Remember, because the starters don't play. They're starting to get on page now, but they try to do it artificially, where they try to. Sometimes it works because they're great players. They're trying to force the ball to them, and it wasn't there. And sometimes you can get away with that, but we let the Titans think that they can hang with us, and it was 10-10, and Ward was the quarterback was getting confidence and starting to feel himself running around, and then when he ran to the other side of the field and threw it across his body, I'm like, Forbes, what are you doing? That ball was in the air. That's what I mean about that pass. That ball was forever in the air, man. Grab his arm right and the ball get there, or knock it out. But that was a great play. It was just a perfect pass. But man, that's what a mobile quarterback gives you. He runs side to side, and Omar Spates and Landman were out there doing their thing. The pass rush was beautiful. We got a scare early on with Jared Verse V8 going out, went under the tent. But then we got Josiah Stewart out there, and the pass rush kept going. Shout out to Tyler Davis out there, big number 90, doing his thing. This team's just going to get better, man. It's just going to get better, and I'm stoked forward. We're 2-0. That's the best you can do. Now, let's get ready to rumble. We have the Eagles, and so we owe them. Saquon Barkley looked like, the Eagles also are winning ugly. They withstood the Cowboys coming at them, right? And so good teams win. Then today, who knew? Travis Kelce had a touchdown pass right in his hands, but he kind of put his hands down late and it bounced out, and the Eagles caught it. That was an important interception and turnover because the Eagles end up taking it down and scoring a touchdown. and then they never looked back, and then they end up holding off the Kansas City Chiefs. The Eagles have the Kansas City Chiefs number, and but that was a good game too. The Niners Saints game, I was really looking forward to the Seahawks and to the Saints winning that game. The quarterback Rattler showed me some things, not bad, running around doing his thing. Kamara with the horrible, he had the ball up here and he fumbled, but he was doing his thing before that. He was running all over the defense. It was a good game. It's early on, so things are going to happen that are not the ordinary. But we love the NFL, and I was just looking forward to seeing the Saints win, man. But it is what it is. The Rams, the Seahawks, the Rams, the Niners, the Arizona Cardinals are all 2-0, and the Seahawks are 1-1 on the young season, and that's all you can ask. And now I was checking out the Vikings game, 15-6. The darn Vikings, man. They had one job to do because remember we have the Atlanta's 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, 15-6. The Falcons have the ball. We need Atlanta to lose. They're 0-1. 0-2 would be beautiful because remember we have their first round pick, and so that would be wonderful if the Vikings can do us a solid, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So the Atlanta Falcons will most likely go to 1-1 on the season. So anyway, let's get into the chat. I appreciate you guys joining me on the unannounced live. Danny Berry Sports Highlight says, "Happy Sunday, everyone." Yes, indeed. Go Rams. Love it, love it, love it. SG, how you doing, man? He says, "Hi, Rudy." Tracy, how you doing? Tracy, good evening, Rudy. Good evening, you. Appreciate you. Shock 42, Rudy Ramley, what's up? Yes, indeed. Props to you, brother. Appreciate you. My guy, OG Willie Bowen. Hi, Rudy. I'm feeling good. LA Rams victory in Tennessee. Yes, indeed, baby. Feeling great. The Ramelia was in Nashville. I'll show you the video. Also, too, I didn't. I was really busy this week at working. And doing a lot of stuff. And I just want to pay tribute because when I see my guy OG Willie Bowen, thank you for your service. I did get a chance to on my live to I don't remember at least doing this, so let's just do it now. I just wanted to 9/11 passed, and I just want to give a tribute to 9/11 with all the unfortunate Charlie Kirk stuff, and all the news and stuff. But I do want to pay tribute to the 9/11. I was going to post. I was getting ready, and then I got busy at work, and then it got later. And I should have still posted it, but as always, thoughts and prayers go out to the families of the people and victims of 9/11. And so I just wanted to say that a belated tribute to them. But yes, indeed. Willie Bone says, LA Rams victory, horns up, Ramley. Yes, indeed, horns up. Davis Allen was spectacular. Davis Allen, there's something about that kid. They're like, just stay on the bench, Terrence Ferguson, because I was tweeting. I would love to see Tutu Atwell. Tutu I got tattooed today, by the way, too. But he got back up. I would love to see Tutu Atwell get the ball deep and unleash Terrence Ferguson. Take over LA says Corum looked good. Yes, indeed. He looked quick out there. He looked very good. He's chomping at the bit. He's chomping at the bit. Trace Meegan says, what's wrong, Rudy? Can't even recognize your running back. Well, I heard the touchdown and I came back in, and then I just saw the touchdown, and they're both short, stout guys. But I just tweeted it, and then I went back to get the ice for my drink, and then somebody says that wasn't Kyrie Williams. Okay, I corrected it. Take a listen. Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis look banged up against the Chiefs. Let's see if they are good to go next week. That's a great comment. That's a great comment. Yeah, we're banged up too. Steve Avila didn't play. Offensive line. I want to say this. Matthew Stafford, we were all worried about the back. Remember, I'm just wait a minute. Matthew Stafford will be fine. Sign of the cross. Knock on wood. But he's held up. He's taken some shots. He's taken some NFL shots like they always do. They always get Matthew Stafford, even if it's in the they won't call late calls on him a lot of times. but he's gotten right back up. He was doing his thing, so he's going to be fine. And that's the good news, and that's what I expected out of Matthew Stafford because um, he's a gamer. You know, he's only a human being, but the guy is the toughest son of a gun in the NFL as far as quarterbacks are concerned. And I'm looking forward to it. And I know that for him, leaving that chip on the table um, at the 13-yard line in Philly last year with guys running wide open as Jalen Carter comes in and wrecks the show in the end zone. I know that he wants to get this win. It's not the same as in the playoffs, but it would be nice to owe them and also stymie Saquon Barkley with our new linebacking core. Well, they group together. Takeover LA says Byron Young starting the season strong. He was a monster out there. Byron Young, he was doing his thing. ESG says they were holding Devontae all day. They were grabbing and holding, man. Um, it's crazy that Tre'Davious White last year was getting all the calls, man. He was trying to. We had to play him early because of injuries. Injuries. We know about injuries in the secondary. Here we are again with the Keller Witherspoon. And so he was. We were under the assumption that we were going to bring him in, let him take his time coming back, and then start using him as the season goes on. And then the playoffs will have a veteran DB in there, right? Didn't work that way. We had to throw him in the fire, and he had a rough outing, and then the ref started calling everything on him, and like if he was a rookie, and he was a really good defensive back before he got hurt, and but yeah, it just seems that other teams don't get flags like that. We don't get a lot of calls, it's even against Puka Nakua, and then props to Jared Goff and the Lions putting a 50 spot on their old offensive coordinator. Flacco says, "Kill Rudy, man, that win got me on my feet. Second they came through. Second time they came through. Yep, yes, indeed, baby. Is that right? They came through. Yes, indeed. That excuse me. Second time. Yeah, I think I got it right. Tracy's another news. Joe Burrow out with that sucks. Turf toe. Yep. Jack 42 Cooper Cup played well today. Nice. Taylor Alex says Darian Kendrick made some plays for the Seahawks. Yeah, everyone's grabbing our guys, and now we need them. Jack 42 says 100%. Yes, indeed. Taylor Alex says Witherspoon is going to miss significant time. I haven't seen the timeline, but a broken anything like a clavicle, you're going to miss some time. Um, Next man up. We just got to do what we have to do. Yep. Tracy says, Willie Bowen, your military current. He's got you. Yes, indeed. Jack Fortunes says, I think Ferguson is still dealing with a groin injury. Oh, okay. That's a good point because he hasn't been on the list. I think a lot of it has to do with the blocking and just coach's decision too. My guy Willie Bowen says, I served 8 years in the Navy. Yes, indeed. Props to my guy OG Willie Bowen. Flux, they need to squeeze Winnington in more plays. I like how he runs the field. Yes, indeed. He's basically, um, forgive me, a similar Puka type player, meaning the stuff that he can do, the body size, the power. He's not Puka Nakua, but he's going to be his own thing. So, but that's a really great. As long as he plays with these guys in front of him, he's great. I like what he can do. Then he's just going to take off as he gets more comfortable, like he is this year. Trace says, Willie Bone, nice. My dad was Navy for enlistment, stuck submarines in Guam. Oh, awesome, Tracy. Uh, Thank you to your father for his service. Much appreciated. Willie Bone says, I want to see Xavier Smith included some offensive plays. Yeah, they didn't get him in there too much this time, but yeah, Xavier Smith is a really good player for us. Take it says Shelton has left some free rushers the first two games. He needs to be better. Yeah, Colton Shelton um, has struggled a little bit, and we're like, well, we didn't bring you in for that. You're the veteran, so he'll get himself right. Again, they don't play too much in the preseason, and these two teams have pretty good defensive, big stout I forgot the player's name on the Titans. The defensive tackle that comes right up the middle, like a Jalen Carter type, big guy that comes up. That's what usually gives the Rams the McVay offense trouble is big defensive linemen that can get push up the middle. And but then you had the Texans for the first game, and our guys got hurt, and then we had to shuffle some guys around, and but yeah, definitely needs to do a better job, and he can. That's the good news. The good news is we're not expecting something that can't happen, right? Flacco says comedian Gary Owens says Navy's no hero. They're just ride in the boat and do some talent shows. Sound funny, but thought that way. Put it. It was funny. Willie Bones says Tracy. I was with the 3rd 7th Fleet out of San Diego, California. Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. Take a realize that Didi had a good game. Yeah, Didi coming in. See, this is what I was talking about. Remember earlier, and I was telling you how we have good depth. In the past, we didn't. So, things come back around, because we've had injuries on the offensive line, guys have gotten some playing time. We kind of had to look at some guys. I wish we had the pancake maker. Don't get me started. Lampkin. But still, I love it. I love it. Willie Bond says, Rudy, let's give props on the LA Rams offensive line for protecting Stafford. Yes, indeed. Like my guy Tico LA was saying, great point, Willie Bowen. Diedick did his thing. Guys are shuffled around. Dotson's, he came back from the injury and he sucks it up. He's Ram tough. And so I love it. I got West Hill Rock 5 rings. How you doing, brother? Sup, Amelia? Hope y'all stomp them Eagles next week. We're going to try to, baby. We owe them. We owe them, baby. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in, man. Appreciate you. And props on the Cowboys. The Cowboys got that win, right? They got that win. Let's see. Yeah, 40-37. That was a great game. I was back and forth doing stuff and then I go, oh shoot, that's a hell of a game. That was awesome. Bro Stover says you guys should be 2-0 though. Bro Stover says Rams are 2-0. Hell yes, Rams, baby. Eagles next. Let's get it, Rudy. What's up, boss? I'm doing good, brother. Appreciate you, Stover. Appreciate you. Yes, we're ready for the Eagles, baby. We're ready. Yes, she says what has me worrying is how Ward was able to run by the defender and he's not fast. Um, he's not like good comment. He's not like a Lamar Jackson. Um, like a Josh Allen, but he takes the angles and he is quick though. And plus he's a young guy. He's not winded out there. So mobile quarterbacks just that's why I'm so high on Stetson Bennett because if he has it right here, if he gets it right here between the eyes, as far as his the game coming to him, being able to decipher defenses, making the right decision, not getting too antsy, staying focused. Because I know that he has it here. I know he has the heart, and I know that he has the skill set and the ability, but he has to put it together. That's why I'm high on Stetson Bennett still. I'm bullish on him. We'll see if that works out because they're kind of like, oh, he'll be a good backup. Well, look at in the league. I mean, he can play in this league with this team, okay, with these great weapons and a running game and offensive line. He can be dangerous. I mean, look look at Sam Darnold for heaven's sakes. Anyway, take a rally, Jeffrey Simmons. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jeffrey Simmons. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Win Kelly Ram, how you doing, brother? What's good, Willie? Appreciate you, Win Kelly Ram. Yes, she says I'm not sold on USC yet. They've been beating some, but yeah, they're beating them the way that they should. But yes, indeed, me too. But still, I'll take it. Bro says feeling for real for Matthew Stafford, Rudy. Yes, indeed, baby. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, you got you. 40-37. That was a great win, man. Dak Prescott, man. Listen, he's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. Takeoff Rally says, let's take care of business against the Eagles next week. We get to see the Niners and Cardinals beat up on each other. It's going to be a good game. Kyler Murray does his thing against the Niners. They've won too. Give them a little bit of hard time, but they've won 2 games that with injuries and stuff. And Mac Jones, early on in both games against the Seahawks and against the Saints, they looked horrible in the first couple drives, but they got it together. And let's see. I want to show you. I want to show you the Ramelia 2,000 miles away from home edition coming out to Nashville.
Revs house! Revs house! Revs house! Yeah! Let's go!
That's good to see. Love it, love it, love it. We just need to have that at SoFi against the Niners and also at Levi Stadium. And then look at this man's gun. Just it's a marvel. The Arizona Cardinals head coach, the old head coach, what the heck was his name? Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Hold on. You know what? I forgot to switch my hold on. I forgot to switch my Google to my search engine to Google. I got hold on. Hold on. Sorry. It's bothering me because his name is not coming up. Hold on. In my head. I had a thought on my head and then hold on. I want to get his name right. There he is. How could I forget my guy? Bruce Arians. Okay, Bruce Arians. Sorry about that. Bruce Arians would say that Stafford has one of the nicest the nicest throws the nicest throw motion, and he would sit there and watch Stafford practice, right? And we've seen him as Ram fans play. We've seen him with the Detroit Lions make those throws, sidearms, socket sidearm passes, no look passes. But look at the gun on this gentleman. Yeah, Bruce Arians. I had it right at the tip of my tongue, and then it went. Sorry about that, but I wanted to just make sure I got his name right because I really liked him. He was a good dude and a good coach. He was funny too. He was no nonsense. Here we go. Look at the gun on this gentleman right here. Look at that first pass. Just this man's back is fine. This house is clean. The lady from Poltergeist. That's my QB, baby. That's my QB. And speaking about my QB, this man was on fire. This man was on fire. Look at this screen. Let me get it bigger. That's what she said. That's kidding. Hold on. Sorry about that. All right. So Matthew Stafford, QB Matthew Stafford has reached 15,000 passing yards as a member of the Rams, the only QBs in NFL history with at least 15,000 passing yards with multiple teams are Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Peyton Manning, and Carson Palmer in there too. A Carson Palmer name recognition out there. So there it is, Matthew Stafford, aka Glock 9. And he was dealing today, baby. He was dealing again, doing his thing. Devontae Adams got his first touchdown. And let's see, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Tay's first touchdown. Here we go.
Is a straight line, so just run through their face. They know they're good and they play like it. 3rd and 5 now for the LA offense. Stafford tosses, end zone, touchdown, Davante Adams. Stafford hits him in stride for the score.
And they're like, give me the Ramelia's out there, and they're like, give me the football, Tay. And he's like, no, it's my first touchdown with the Rams. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Love it, love it, love it. Jim Everett, the great, says Rams host. Yes, indeed. Rams house, Nashville edition. Willie Bond says LA Rams defense should stop Barkley and put Hurt in the turf. Yes, indeed. That's the plan, Willie. We gotta man the lanes. You gotta clog the lanes, and then oh, by the way, Canelo lost. So props to Crawford. Great fight. Camelo. That's what he was now, not Canelo. He was Camelo. Now, great champion, one of the all-time greats. But his multiple last fights he's not looked the same. So I think he should maybe hang him up now. Maybe he's got one more fight, but he couldn't reach back and give what needed to be given to Crawford. And Crawford took some shots, but you cannot fight a guy like Crawford and just give one good shot and not follow it up with something else. It was always just one shot, waiting. Crawford had a great fight. He deserved the win. And also, too, I want to give a shout out to Crawford because, all them bouts that he won, he gave those belts back. Let me show you guys. Matter of fact, I have it on my phone, but I didn't transfer it. Hold on. Let me see if I can, let me show it to you real quick. But yes, Crawford, he gave the belts back to Canelo so he can, those are his. He won those belts because of the fight, but Canelo wanted him to have them because it was just a great. He didn't have to. He didn't have to. I just want to show you the class act that he is. I want to show you the class act that he is. Here, let me show you. Let me get this queued up. Here we go. Check this out. So that's a class act, man. I mean, I just want to show it to you because when I saw it, I was like, you know what? That's a good dude, man. Because they hype the fight up. That's their job. They're talking about, I'm going to get you. You're da 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 da. That's just being competitive. And but check this out. So there they are, right there. After he's high fiving Canelo's kid, and he's giving back the belts. And see that? And that's a class act, man. That's a class act. And props to Crawford, and he deserved the fight. I was hoping that they weren't going to give a legend the title because Crawford deserved to win that. He basically, what reminded me is, well, first of all, the two guys are older. I would have loved to have seen this fight 4 years ago. Crawford, I think, is 37, going to be 38 in a few months. I think, and Canelo's 32. I would have loved to have seen that 4 years ago. But yeah, it reminded me of the Frankie Rando Chavez fight. There's always one guy that has a style that gives you problems. No matter how great you are against all these other guys, There's one guy that gives you fits. I mean, look at Leon Spink and Muhammad Ali. So, but yes, but yeah, that's a class act, and my hat goes off to you. I tweeted that to him that was a great thing that he did. That was awesome. Neil Gonzalez says Rams host, love it, baby, love it, love it, love it. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Flacco says, man, we gotta play big against the Eagles. Yes, indeed, that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the better teams bring out the best in us, so that's what we got to do. Tracy says, 49ers won't. 49ers won both games mostly on defense. Definitely. Robert Saleh is using his smoke and mirrors, baby. He's got guys in the right areas. He's got they're pulling the right pressures, and he's he's pressuring the offenses to make plays. And these two teams, if you pressure them, they will make mistakes. So I mean, all you can do is win. like Adrian told Rocky, win. Yeah, she says it doesn't look like Arch will be coming out this year. So who else would we look for? There's 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 like three other good quarterbacks. I'll tell you right now. I think even if Arch, I mean, it's not said and done that he's not going to come out. He's had a little bit of a rough, um, his first game. Arch Manning was there. There's a lot of people talking about Drew, the Penn State guy, Drew Alar, Cade Klubnik, Carson Beck, and there was another guy too, Dante Moore. There was another guy too. Hold on. Lenore Sellers. I've been hearing a lot about Lenore Sellers. I gotta look into it. What I want is this. These are the three things that I want: a guy that makes good decisions, a nice size, good size. Well, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to make it three. Here's what I want: guy that makes good decisions, guy that's athletic and mobile, with a good arm and good size, and coming from a great program that's already maybe running a pro style, and then put him with McVay and this offense. Burrow says, Rudy, did you know that this is Matthew Stafford's 31st game that he has won? Oh, cool. No, I didn't realize that. Appreciate you. Jim Evers says Rams took over Cashville. Yes, indeed, baby. The Romelia took over Cashville, baby. They were out there in droves.
It's a bit of a sing-along, so help me help you, okay? Are you ready?
They were out there in droves. And then shout out to, I think, was it Sean Dolick's birthday? I clipped this clip here, and I think it's Sean Dolick's family. Sean Dolick family out in Forest for Sean's birthday. Dolick family out in Forest for Sean's birthday. Here we go. Birthday Shawnee Dolick. That's awesome. Burrow says, not his game. How did the 32 teams in the NFL staff versus? Not his game. How did the 32 teams in the NFL Matthew Stafford has beaten? Oh, you mean he's beaten all 30? He's beaten 31 of 32 teams, except the Steelers. Got you. So he's beaten 31 of the 32 teams except the Steelers. Oh, okay. Dennis Green, I love Dennis Green too. They ain't they are who we thought they were. If you're gonna crown them, crown them. Remember Dennis Green? I loved him. Bruce, my mind was going to Dennis Green, but Bruce Arians, it was right on my mind. I was like, gosh, dang it. Bruce Arians was the guy that said that he loves watching um, Matthew Stafford practice. And one comment was, Rudy, what's up with the gear, my guy? Your Remedial is here too, so I appreciate you. It's coming. I appreciate it. Listen, I will give you an update this next week coming up. I had an update this week, but it will be an update next week for sure. Appreciate you, One Kelly Ram. And thank you, man. I appreciate it. Willie Ball says, Rudy, if Carson Palmer was in an LA Ram uniform, you think they would have gotten a Lombardi trophy? Woo! Carson Palmer was a guy, USC guy, my USC Trojans, fight on. Um, he had a great skill set. He would pull some passes that they're like, whoa, man. And then he'd had some brain fart throws, and you're like, what are you doing? But with the right conditions and the right, I mean, if Trent Dilfer could win a Super Bowl, Carson Palmer could in the right situation. Yeah, I would say so. Yes, indeed. Love it. Love it. Oh, by the way, my antenna worked beautifully today. There's my antenna. I had so my recliners are right here next to me. My TV's here, and then to the right I have another TV. And so I had my antenna wired to that one and another antenna wired to that one, and I'm watching as live as can be the live feed through the aerial antenna or the rabbit ears and the digital antenna, the CBS and Fox game. So I was looking the Rams, and then I peek over here and look at the Saints and the Niner game, and I'm like, "What are you doing, Saints?" But it worked. It worked like a charm, baby. And I told you guys before, when you stream the NFL games on like the channels, they're like delayed like 2 or 3 seconds. And sometimes you're on the phone with somebody, fumble, what fumble? Oh, there it is. Rumble quit. Willie Bowen says Stafford has Jim Everett gene in him. Love it, love it, God, love it. My guy Jim Everett. Warren G, West Coast. Shock 42 says, I like all the bone uniforms. I call those the pajamas. The pajamas uniforms. What about Shock 42? I'm biased towards the royal blue and mustard yellow. Yes, those are the classic uniforms, baby. Flacco says, Bones' outfit against the Titans was we play Ravens and Atlanta in those jerseys. Yes, indeed. The uniform schedule. Falcons are about to win. Yeah, they're going to win. Take over. Says Snead was holding Adams all game. It makes sense. It took a while for them to it took a while for them to get him the ball. Yep. Classic blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Thatcher says Kyrene is effing up my fantasy, Rudy. Oh man. You know, one time I only tried fantasy football one time, and I get all these players, right? And it was my first time playing fantasy football. And then you have to think about the bye, guys on the bench, good depth to move players around in case there's injuries, all the stuff. For a first few weeks, I had a strong team, and then I forgot about the bye, and then I forgot about I didn't think of the injuries, and I go, man, forget this. I was mad. I started out good. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna win this. Nope, I didn't try it again. That was my first shot. I was just like, yeah, picking here, picking this guy. Uh, just being, just never played it before. This is when it first started years and years ago. Flacco says, midnight, only one time against the Seahawks on November 16th. I have one of those jerseys. My guy Stockton, uh, um, came through, and so we're going to have those jerseys for the Thursday night game at SoFi Stadium, the Rams against the Santa Clara Crew. I'll be wearing it over there. Yeah, Crawford was too fat. He was too quick. That's why I said that Canelo. Nothing against Crawford. He won the match, and he's older. But Canelo was just he could only throw. You know when a guy's trying to like he got him with the good shots, but he couldn't. He's not the old Canelo. But Carson says our Canelo made a great tackle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to not call him Canelo no more. No, I'm just kidding. He's a great fighter. It's one fight, but Crawford deserves to win. That's what happens when you fight the best. Even when you're not at your best, you give it all your all, and the other guy sometimes is better than you that night. But do you think Mac Jones looked better than Brock? No, he didn't look better, but he's a different quarterback. They can win with that team. That's why I say about Stetson Bennett. They can win with that team with the scheming. CMC is not as quick as he used to be. Doesn't have his top speed as he used to be, but he's still a very productive running back. And then the Robinson guy they got from the Commanders. The Commanders. They'll be okay. These two games they were very fortunate. The defense came through and they got those W's. The Seahawks, the guys waiting back. The tight end, third string tight end, fourth string tight end catches the ball in front of them. Should have been a pick. They would have won. The Seahawks meaning the Saints guy drops a touchdown like this in the end zone. They lose by 5, I think it was. Kamara has the ball here, cradling it, and here comes Fred Warner to grab it. You can't make mistakes like that, but that's the Saints though. They make you think that team's not too bad. They're horrible. One series from another. Shock produces Canelo's a class act. He lost fair and square, no excuses. Yep. He didn't say I won or nothing. Yep, that's true. Both guys are class acts. Flacco says I think Sean should do a rematch. Let homeboy keep it. That should drive him to get it back. Oh, that's a good thing. I don't know if I don't know if it'd be any different because I just think that at this point in time with the way I'm going to say it again, Canelo skill set that he's depreciated a little bit. Because the last couple of fights he hasn't looked the same, and so I don't think it would be any. Who knows? Maybe he'll get that championship. He'll bring out that championship heart. Because if he lands the right punch, he's got a puncher's chance. But yeah, I mean, I guess I would. By the way, no pay per view. That was beautiful. DHP says, how many Super Bowl appearances would we have if Stafford would have come a year after McVay? Whew. If he came with a year after McVay, we would have won the Tom Brady Super Bowl, at least. So there's that one. And then the 2021 played out the way it was. Definitely the 2018, because you're not going to hold Matthew Stafford 3 points. And he's seen all kinds of defenses. You're not going to confuse him like they did Jared Goff. Gucci Falco says Rams can beat the Eagles. Oh, for sure. Yes. And I'm feeling 3-0. I would love it, man. I would love it. Jock produces Mac Jones, Brock Purdy. The Mac Jones era has started. I said by game 4. So I'm a little early. Pluckers is Royal against the Eagles. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Takeover LA says Jordan Whittington will score a TD versus the Eagles. I love it. I would love it. AMS says more Whittington, less Atwell. Well, throw the ball deep to Atwell. That's what I want Atwell for. Takeover LA says I like Drew LR. We just have to wait to see how these guys perform. Still a lot of college football to be played. Yep. Plucker says, oh man, Atlanta held Minnesota at 6 points. Takeover Alex says McCarthy's cheeks. Mo cheeks, exactly. Let's see. Let's get into. Did you guys see this? So Chris Jones, word to the wise that there's explicit word in here. Okay. So Chris Jones of the Kansas City Chiefs says you didn't even have 100 yards, and then Jenny says we won the effing game or something like that. Check this out. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
2-0 start to this season. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are about to start 0-2 and hand Patrick Mahomes his first ever 3-game losing streak.
Where's my clip? I'm looking for my clip. That's why it's still running. Dang you, Scuba Steve. Ah, well, fail. Woo, woo, woo. I was going to do my Charlie Murphy laugh and get the clip. That was funny, though. All right, let me see. Let me see. And then also, too, on that funny note, here's the GOAT AD talking about if somebody spit on him, like Jalen Carter spit on Dak Prescott. Check this out.
I'm surprised because if I was Dak and somebody spit on me, football, I'm going to jail because I'm losing. I'm putting my hands on it. I'm gonna try to kill somebody.
What was everybody's reaction to Dak Prescott and Jalen Carter?
Who wants to start? AD, you start.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm a Jalen Carter's fan. I think he's a hell of a football player. Still a young guy, got some growing up to do. He's one of the guys on the team that they need on the field to have success to get to where they're trying to get to again, right? And he's going to learn this as he played, as he get a little bit more mature, because I got kicked out of a game before. I made silly mistakes. I never spit on nobody. I maybe threatened a few guys that I would spit on them, but never spit on them, right? So I think Dak was poised. I'm surprised because if I was Dak and somebody spit on me, football, I'm going to jail because I'm losing. I'm putting my hands on it. I'm going to try to kill somebody because that's the ultimate disrespect. I think, that's just a young mistake, right?
AD, I think you're spot on because, he doesn't yet understand his value to the organization, right? There's 4 or 5 players on that team that you need out there every week. You've got Saquon, you've got Jalen Hurts, you've got A.J. Brown. Right behind that is Jalen Carter, in my opinion. It seems like a little bit immature of kind of not understanding who he is. You just took so much off the plate of everybody else on that offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm always a guy who says you never bet against Dak. Like, he just doesn't get rattled. And everyone wants to talk about the poise in the actual situation. What does he go do? He leads them down on the drive, stays in complete control, and then goes and puts points on the board.
The Cowboys might have 99 problems, but Dak ain't one, man. He is not one.
So there it is. So AD is like, a guy spits on me, I'm going to kill him. Oh, man. Shock produces Dolick is a great kid. Rooting for him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm glad he's around. Falcons and Vikings are 1-1. Hopefully the Falcons will lose more games. Dolick is making this roster proud of him. Yes, indeed. AMS says, I would trade for a shutdown cornerback. This is our Super Bowl year. Go for it. Yep. They will. Now that Larry Jackson is showing, this will be his 3rd game. Remember the blood clot things? We were kind of like, we may need some assets. We might have to go over our left tackle, so he's showing like he's going to be okay. Hopefully we don't have to use any assets, but we may be able to trade our number ones for somebody. We wouldn't do that for a shutdown corner though, but we have a number 2 as well. Don't be surprised if that Snead and Les Snead and McVay make a move like they have to shore us up wherever we need it. Yep. Take over, Alex says, AMS, we should have drafted Will Johnson or Trey Amos. Tyler Helton, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you. Your Kansas City Chiefs. Took it on the chin today, but it's okay. There's a lag when you stream, like 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Thank you. I saw that too. Like sometimes my mouth stops being in sync. I'm gonna have to message. Maybe it's right after I do a video. I'm gonna have to message Restream. Bro, services. I had to see it on NFL Red Zone. Oh, okay. Michael Armada says, "What up, Romelia? Appreciate you coming in, brother. Appreciate you. Jim Harris says Mac Jones threw dimes, Purdy threw ducks, and he got triple coverage. Oh man, where's my? Winter says Rudy Arcanella's Ferguson. Milkweed. Let's see. Here's Sean McVay talking about the Akello Witherspoon injury.
He got his clavicle. He broke his clavicle, so it's unfortunate. It's a big loss. I thought Darius Williams came in and made what a clutch breakup that he had on the third down to get us off the grass. Forbes and Jacoby continue to take steps in the right direction. I was really pleased with our defense. I thought it was awesome for D. Will to be ready. We said that we've got 4 starting corners. We feel that way. I feel terrible for Akello. Love him. It's such a bummer, but you do feel fortunate to have the depth where a guy like D. Will can step up to be able to supplement both Jacoby and Forbes.
We'll see how long he's going to be out. Hopefully it's not for the season. I'm not really familiar with breaking a clavicle, what the time frame is for that. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe if you haven't, so you get the alerts and coming on in. Appreciate you guys coming in and joining the stream. We'll see about with that. My guy says, hold on, where to go? Ticker Rally says, have you ever met Grant Cohn at a Rams game? No, I haven't seen him. Hopefully one day I'll be able to have him come in here. I go on his show, on his call-in shows, but hopefully I'll see him at maybe this week. I'll see if we're going to be busy with the roundtable, the West Coast roundtable thing, and then tailgating and stuff. But we'll see if maybe I can see him over there. That'll be cool. I'll have him do an intro for me. I'll say, Grant, can you do an intro for me? Tyler Helton says it's a long season for my team. I love my team. No, it's only one game. Right, but that was just a bad. That just shows you against good teams you can't make mistakes. Like the Travis Kelsey, it went from you guys having the lead, kind of being in control a little bit, to damn, now we got to come back, and then you guys still scored. So as long as you have Mahomes and Andy Reid, you'll be fine. It's just like us with Stafford. As long as we have Stafford and Sean McVay, we'll be fine. Jim Everett says, Chiefs own Santa Clara. That's exactly right. Scarlet and Blue says, how you doing, Scarlet and Blue? Shutdown quarters just don't grow on trees. I know. I wish they did. But also, too, just somebody to fill in, though, too. I kind of got that was he was meaning is a good corner, a veteran cornerback. But exactly right. Jim Everett says, I'm talking about the live games when you stream. Oh, got you. From the tailgating. Okay, I thought you were talking about my live here. Yeah, I haven't done a live stream in a while from the games, but I've noticed too when I'm out there at SoFi. But they're supposed to have upgraded the Wi-Fi. We'll see what happens. I have Spectrum Mobile too. They're horrible. Scarlet Blue says Rams don't need to go all in. They have a plan. They have a plan, but also too they're not afraid to get somebody to help put them over the top. They do have a plan, though, for sure. Belly says, bro, if Joe Burrow got hurt, he got to request a trade out of Cincinnati ASP and come to the Rams. I saw that, too. I was like, well, maybe that locks it in. If he's out, because I was talking about Dak Prescott. I was like, well, if the Rams are going away from Matthew Stafford after we win the Super Bowl, he rides off into the sunset, is there a chance that Dak Prescott will be available? And then people were saying, no, I want Joe Burrow. Well, okay, I know that. I'd rather have Joe Burrow, too. But if he's not available, but now who knows? We'll see. That'll be something to revisit for sure. Yep, I'm right with you, Belly. Mike Malek says Akello could be back by playoffs. Okay, thank you, Mike. It just sucks when we need him now. But if I had to pick, as long as he's not out of the season, I'll take it. Scarborough says Joe isn't going anywhere. He just signed a huge contract. That's right, the contract. But sometimes you won't pay his contract. You know, if Matthew Stafford rides off into the sunset after holding Lombardi, we have some money available. We'll take over that contract and give him the assets that we have, the 2 number ones and maybe a number 2, and pay his contract. But that would be, I don't know. I mean, I thought I saw everything with Jerry Jones trading Micah Parsons. I would have never thought that somebody like that got traded. That'd be like us trading almost like us trading Aaron Donald. But it has happened. I mean, we traded Eric Dickerson before. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who the hell trades Eric Dickerson? Imagine that 89 Rams instead of Greg Bell, who I like, but Eric Dickerson. Play action. Oh no, he don't have the ball. Boom, flipper. AMS says, why do we always give up points right before the half? Yeah, it's like we're just. It's like they say, hey, just play zone defense and light zone defense. Don't let nobody get behind you, and then we give up a field goal. It reminds me how we used to play Jimmy Garoppolo when he was with the Niners. He wasn't really known to throw the ball deep. Every once in a blue moon, he would throw it deep. If they had a lead, because then there was more chance. Even if they got an interception, it didn't really matter because they have the lead. Too much. It's kind of like a punt. We would always play to keep things in front of us, not let things get behind us. Right, our defense, and that's what they like. They like throwing the slant patterns to Debo or Kittle. They just move the chains, and then eventually they get close enough for a field goal, or like say a CMC breaks like for a 12-yard, 18-yard run to the end zone. Bella says, Scarlett, I know, man, but let me cope. Scarlett Blue says, Joe isn't that QB for the Rams anyway. Tyler Helter says, I like Steam already. Appreciate you. Scarlett Blue says, Rams will draft a QB. Yes, indeed. My guy Sal, hello, everyone. Go Rams. Love it. Burrow's injury prone for sure. Let me see. Hold on. There we go. Thatcher says Niners definitely losing next week to the Cards. You know what? Kyler Murray has good games against him. We'll see if they can, because they've been like right on the edge of losing both games. No, definitely not. Would you trade Puka for Joe Burrow? No. Nope. Flacco says, hell no. That shouldn't even be mentioned. Joe for Puka, crazy. Cowboys Bengals are a cheap team. They aren't going to let star QB unless Joe pisses off fans. He's like, I'm tired of being here. Bro, it's Joe Burrow, though. No, I understand. I don't think that we would trade a Puka Nakua for a Joe Flacco. But I have seen crazier things. Like I said, Eric Dickerson, um, um, Micah Parsons traded. Willie Buck says, hated when Jack Hacksaw Reynolds left LA for the Niners. Yep. And he helped him win that first Super Bowl. He blocked the he stuffed the Cincinnati Bengals running back on a play that could have scored, and he helped him win. If the great Carol Rosenblum was still the Rams owner and he wasn't deceased, that wouldn't have happened. DJ Photo, what's up, Romania? Great win for us today. Second half switch turned on after halftime. Unfortunately, losing Witherspoon sucks. It definitely does. And then we got the win, though. Yes, indeed. Let me just let's see. Clark says, no quarterback for Puka, period. Starling Blue says Georgia Frontier is the one, or the woman who shall be nameless. We call her. Is the one with the trade. She ruined the Rams until she passed away. Yeah, we call her the woman who should be nameless, Madam Ram. But one thing I will give to her, okay, and I know that we're bitter and SoCal Ram fans still bitter for her taking our Rams to St. Louis, and props to our Romelia in St. Louis. It was always loyal to over location. St. Louis fans, it's not their fault who the owner is, where the team goes. They're a part of the Romelia. One thing I will say for her, unlike Al Davis of the Raiders, she secured a new stadium. It was supposed to be, allegedly, the New England Patriots Stadium, but when Robert Kraft took over the Patriots, if you notice, the seats were blue and red. When Robert Kraft took over the Patriots, he didn't want to move the team. So they were desperate for a team, so they made these poison pill alleged Edward Jones Stadium guidelines that they had to keep the Edward Jones in the top tier, within 20% of the top tier stadiums, with upgrades and stuff. And that's the poison pills that killed the Rams being in St. Louis, because they didn't want to do it. They wanted to build a new stadium. And then Stan Kroenke took over, and he said, no, I don't want to have this Edward Jones Stadium upgraded. And they're like, well, we'll build you a new stadium. Well, that's not part of the lease. I want out of my lease. And now I'm going to LA. So much words. But she was able to secure a stadium. They gave her a free stadium, free training facility, and $250 million. To give you an idea, Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys for $150 million. So Al Davis passed away. All the lawsuits and moving the Raiders to L.A., back to Oakland, went to Irwindale to take their money to look. Oh yeah, I saw it. I don't want to move there. Now they're in Vegas. He never got them a stadium. It was up to Mark Davis, who made the deal, and now they're up the street from Circus Circus. I'm just kidding. They're in Vegas. Blake Corum, DJ Photo says Blake Corum beasted today. I want to see Whittington get his first TD. Yes, indeed, for sure. Flacco says always good to have a win in our belt. Sal, always, yes, indeed. So I had just said that. I didn't tell stock that I just came on. I figured you would see it eventually. And you didn't answer when I called after the Rams came back. I was so mad at first half. I know we were talking about that. I was talking about that on here that you were saying, but they got it together. Socrates, did you get your jersey? I got mine. I think yours is coming on Monday. I'll have to go check the mailbox, because we have one of those things where they put it in the mailbox thing. I don't think I got it. Thatcher says Puka and Allen Jackson Mahomes really no QB. Puka Puka for Allen Jackson or Mahomes really no. Well, that's a little different. That's a little different. But I don't know. But that would never happen though. Really, that would never happen. It's like saying Jerry Rice for Dan Marino. In some ways, because he's a record-breaking receiver, one of the best receivers, just in that way. You can never compare anybody to Jerry Rice, because he was such a great player for such a long time. Soccer is another game with no sacks for Verse. I wonder if he's going to have a sophomore slump season. He didn't even have a great game. Yeah, Byron Young and the other guys were feasting, but they're double, triple teaming him. That's what he's going to have to learn from what Aaron Donald had to do. DJ Farner says Zach Stockton Fisk was quiet today too. One kind of says she's not mad around. She's a Yep. There's a Madden Ram broadcast, a podcast about her life. And that's what they used to call her, amongst other things from fans. But Madam Ram, Flacco says Verse will come out like a beast. Don't worry. Yeah, he'll be fine. But I know that he's chopping in the bit because he wanted to have a better season. He wants the defensive player of the year award. Scarborough says, the soccer versus getting triple teamed. He is giving us opportunities for teammates. Yep. Everybody else is eating while he takes it for the team. Michael Martin says, is it me or does J.J. Watt suck as a color man? He's learning. He's a great player, and it's going to take some time. But yeah, he's learning. Yeah. Belly says, my great grandpa is a Rams fan. My grandpa's a Raiders fan. But my father is a Rams fan now because the Raiders left, and I'm a Rams fan. LOL. I was like 9 years old when they came to LA in 2016. Oh, that's amazing. Well, props to that to your family, and props to your grandpa Raider fan, and props to them. I make fun of them because my dad and my sister are Ram fans, so we go back and forth. But that's amazing. That's awesome, Belly. Appreciate you coming more often. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Jacques Fortuna's verse is causing havoc on film, not statistically right now. Yeah, he's helping everybody else eat for sure. Eagles favored by 5 over the Rams this week. Okay, that's not bad. Well, they're the Super Bowl champions. Let them. I want to show you guys this though too. Speaking of Madam Ram, the new Colts owner, what's her name? Carly Ursay. Okay, the Ursay passed away. The man Ursay. Is out there taking notes. Speaking of Madam Ram, how about Madam Colt? Check this out.
On top is Carly Ursay. She is the CEO. The dad, Jim, passed away not too long ago. Ursay family is on this little.
Oh man, God bless her. What is she writing down? Somebody should have got a. Hold on, let me. What is she writing down? I mean. I mean, the lady's like. What are you writing down? All right. Doc says Fisk made some good plays against the run. Scarlet Blue says Verse is the type of player who will learn to adjust his style. Exactly right. And these are just young dogs. They'll get better for sure, but that's just the price you pay for being the D Roy. Also, too, Kobe Turner at times has been quiet, but they're all learning. They'll get it together. But for sure, I thought that Verse would get in there more often. But it's okay as long as we're 2-0. Jr. says Rams holding Barkley to under 50 yards. I love it. I hope that's going to be true. I'll take it. Guys, how about those powerful Niners 2-0? Let me. Their schedule is laughable. Rumble already talking Superman. Fox Devontae Adams got me points in my fantasy. Love it. Rumble quit. Let's see. Oh, check this out. This is a cool little video. On the road with the Ramley.
Oh, look at this, Jack. Happy birthday, buddy. There we go.
Happy birthday, man.
Oh, what a birthday present. All the way from LA. Let's go.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh. Here you go.
Thank you. Who's signing that?
Oh, here you go. Amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool. Props to the Rams administration. I like that. That's a nice job. That's a nice job. That's a nice job. Shaq Fortune's Mac Jones selling Natsu. Scar Blue says, watch how the media is going to ignore the Rams and give the Eagles a dominant chance to win the game. I really hope the Rams can pull off this game because, yeah, they'll do like they did the last time. We play a team like the Eagles for sure. Doctor says, I don't want to lose against the Eagles. We need to secure number 1 seed, but we can afford a loss. If we had lost today, it would have been bad. Yep, for sure. And that's why I was saying, like, we were both right. Like, I can see with the rookie quarterback and the, we're on the road and we take them lightly and they win. We started out on track to do that, but we're just really good. Eventually we'll right ourselves and should be able to beat teams like this. So, but yeah, for sure. But we're 2-0, and that's exactly where I expected us to be after these 2 games. Jamar says, Mac Jones throwing lasers, Purdy throwing ducks in quadruple coverage. Yeah, we got that. We got that. Rams could beat the Eagles for sure. White Color says she's writing help. She's writing just some background. The Rams' former owner, Carol Rosenblum, traded the Colts franchise for the Rams, okay, in 1972. She's probably saying, maybe Stan Kroenke will do the same. Maybe he'll let me trade the Colts for the Rams. Jim Evers says, Eagles defense is weak. Scarlet Blue says, too many tough losses against the Eagles. Yeah, man. Last year, rather, the 2 games, we were hindered because Sean McVay decided to trade Ernest Jones right before the season. And I said this before. He's like, Chris Shula, you're promoted, brother. You're the defensive coordinator. Oh, thank you, man. God bless you. Thank you. By the way, Aaron Donald's retiring. What? But we have a draft plan. Don't worry. Okay. Oh, hey, Chris Shula, come here. By the way, we're trading Ernest Jones right before the season. What? So those games against the Eagles, and Saquon Barkley's going to get his anyway. He's a great player. But those games against the Eagles is the one game we were able to do like a Robert Saleh is doing with the Niners, where we do smoke and mirrors against the run. You call the right scheming. You put guys in the right position to or get the lead to stop them from running. But there's only one Saquon Barkley, just like there's only one Henry. And so that's the games that it hurt us, is without a top flight uh, uh, linebacking core. You had Omar Spates, who was his first year, and then you had Roseboom and Reeder. They're not the most agile and agility players. Omar Spates is learning on the job. That's where it hurt us, is against Saquon Barkley. I don't see that. He may get a couple of good runs, but I don't see that happening as often as these last 2 games. So that's where I say about that. And there's no excuses. That's just what happened. Our linebacking core was hindered. Once he broke that first line of defense, sayonara. Kobe Turner had a nice sack today. Yes, indeed. Great sack for Kobe, the conductor. Garden Blue says, lots of Ram fans there. Yep. It was great. My guy Tribe, Everett, y'all. Devontae Adams over 100 yards. Yes, indeed. Let's get right into that. That brings up what I was going to talk about. Oh, by the way, don't forget to get your free Jumbo Jack tomorrow. And it doesn't come with cheese. Damn them. But yeah, the Rams scored 2 touchdowns. So tomorrow for lunch or whatever, you get your free Jumbo Jack. You just buy a large Coke and you get a free Jumbo Jack. So props to the Rams for buying you lunch, at least the food part. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. Devontae Adams, Tay. 12,000 career receiving yards in his career. Amazing. You got to tip your hat to Devontae Adams. Did his thing. Finally got on track with Matthew Stafford this game, and then also too the twinsies, the 2 twinsies, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm just kidding, and Danny DeVito, the 2 twinsies. I am him and he is me. Both eating. 106 yards for Devontae, 6 receptions, 1 touchdown. Puka Nacua, 8 receptions, 136 yards, and a touchdown. Sorry, my dogs. Somebody got here. Hold on, let me mute it. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm sorry. I had to open the door. It was locked. So there it is right there, baby. The dynamic duo of receivers. Two of the best wide receivers, one in 1A, 1B. And so it was great. Like I said, watching Mac Jones just proves the Niners shouldn't have paid Turdy. All right, sorry, my connection got lost. So I said that I thought the Seahawks were going to be. I thought the Seahawks were going to start out better, but the Niners are always going to be tough with Kittle and CMC and if IU comes back and does his thing, Jennings. So we'll see what happens with that. But I thought that Seahawks were going to be the one of the teams to reckon with, and they could be by the season's end. But yeah, to answer your question, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, the Niners, because they're 2-0, and then the Seahawks will probably come on. So that's probably it. And then I think the Arizona Cardinals will be the third team. Jim Everett says Purdy leading the league in picks still. Scarlet and Blue says the problem with the Eagles is the O line is really good, and with the running QB, it's hard to stop. Yep, they got some beasts on the offensive line, man. Talk to us. Our red zone offense has been McVay's weakness for years. We just can't seem to be creative inside the 10. I always feel like bad shit's going to happen down there. Yeah, we're like, why don't we run the ball? Run the ball. One Colonel Rams says, where's the Bang Bang Escalator gang at? Stocker says, Dodgers destroy the Giants. Rams go 2-0. Good day. It was a good day. Yes, indeed. Hammer time 0131. Love it, love it, love it. Rams 2-0. Yes, indeed. Tribe says, Niners fans throwing a parade because they beat the Little League Saints. Stocker says, Rudy, did you see your boy Van Jefferson out there today? Didn't even notice him.
VCR gang. Oh, by the way, if you go to Walmart.com, I was going to let Rombo know this on Twitter. Rombo's a Niners content creator. That Walmart sells reconditioned and new VCRs. I was going to ask him if he needed one to watch them old highlight Super Bowl Niner tape. But honestly, they do. They sell VCRs. I was thinking about getting one. Not really. Belly says, I need to catch up on the Rams lore pre-St. Louis or just in general before they came back. I'm fourth generation Angelino, and my great-grandfather told me about some Merlin Olsen. Oh, yes, indeed, baby. I didn't know who that was. Yeah, that's a great comment. I appreciate you being here. So just watching my stream from time to time, I'll bring up stuff like that. The Rams, when they were in Los Angeles, okay, just to give you just a couple of quick examples. The Rams were the first NFL team to win a championship for Los Angeles, the 1951 Rams. The Rams were all about Hollywood too. Um, you had the fearsome foursome Rams, the defensive linemen, on variety shows like Bob Hope, all kinds of stuff like that. They did a record. Um, they broke records for the offense, 500 points in back-to-back years, averaged 30 points a game. One of the quarterbacks was married to one of the Hollywood starlets. Um, Merlin Olsen was in a couple of TV shows. Roman Gabriel was on the Brady Bunch. Just amazing stuff. Yes, indeed. Tri says once CMC flames out, they'll be lucky to end up even six wins like last year. Yeah, CMC he did his thing today, but he's not as quick. He doesn't have that burst anymore. Buster says Rob at the door. He bought pizza. Yeah, the door was locked, so that's why they were barking. And somebody was knocking, and so I had to go open it. That's a good one. Thatcher says, I don't know why the Niners think they have more fans than us. All their fans were left back in 1995. Come with me. We're going back to the future. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, the stream, I had to reset it. I refreshed it. Thank you. Let me catch up to everybody. Yeah, I saw that Stockton. Witherspoon has a broken clavicle. Well, hopefully he'll come back this year. Jim Murray says Walmart has DVD VCR combos. Who the hell watches VHS tapes? Used to have any? I have some old tapes back in the day. I have some old. Back in the day, I used to put together. Remember inside the NFL how they show the highlights? I would record them and then put like on here, my intros and stuff. I would put like say Easy E music or NWO, with the Rams highlights on it or whatever it was. Wild Wild West. You come into the Wild Wild West, and Jim Everett. I used to go downtown, and right when the ball would let go, when Jim Everett was throwing the ball to Flipper Anderson, it would be a Wild Wild West, Wild Wild West. I used to go downtown, Richmond Nights to whatever he says, and then the ball's flying to Flipper Anderson. I used to do some cool stuff like that. If those tapes are there somewhere, maybe I'll put them on the computer and I'll show you. Doctor says everyone in division is 2-0 than Seattle. Yep, stupid Seattle. Wecker says, welcome, Bell, to the Romelia. Horns up. Yes, indeed. Horns up, Belly. Appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. Let your family know, too, and friends and family about the Romelia Sports Report so we could all be here. Sometimes I do unannounced streams like today. I told you guys that I was going to come on, but I didn't schedule it. Soccer says, what soft team do the Winers play this week? I'll have to check it. Tribe says Foster may be one of the worst hires in UCLA. They already canned his butt. Belly says, "Yeah, that sounds lit. I'll definitely be doing some research on old school Rams. I'm happy to be a Rams fan because my grandfather is suffering with the Raiders. They ain't won a Super Bowl since the 1980s." Yeah, yeah, that's one thing. Real quick, Belly. So when the Rams were in the Super Bowl in '79, I was a kid. And that's when I picked the Rams. They had a great player called Vince Ferragamo, the quarterback. Great players across the team. They played the Steelers, and they had the lead all the way through into the fourth quarter, and the Steelers overtook them. Right? It was a young quarterback, and he made a mistake at the end, and they won. The Rams owner at that time had passed away that season, and so the lady that we're talking about, the woman who should be nameless, the woman who was his wife, who eventually took the Rams to St. Louis, was the owner. So a lot of the Rams' great teams of the 80s didn't have an owner that knew how to get players to get them over the hump. The Rams went to 2 championship games in the 85 and 89 seasons. Had they had a team owner like a Carol Rosenblum was his name. His first name was Carol. That's an old school name, I guess. Great owner. He won championships with the Colts. And then he had the Rams win the division, own the division. The year he passed away there in the Super Bowl, he would have got some players over the top, and we would have won a Lombardi in Los Angeles. But with her as owner, the Rams would not be. They'd have great teams, but not be able to get over the hump. And but yeah, amazing. The Rams set records for attendance, over 100,000 fans at the LA Coliseum. Amazing. Also, too, the Rams, the 1951 Rams. We run the Super Bowl at SoFi at home in 2021. That was the second time we went at home because the 1951 Rams won the NFL championship at LA Coliseum. Jim Everett says, "Well, Belly, welcome to the chat, player. Yes, indeed. Love it, love it, love it. They play Arizona. Thank you, Jim Everett. The Niners play Arizona. That's right. That's what we're talking about, Kyler Murray. That's right. I got distracted because my stream froze. Belly says, like most teams have bad owners or like they are ran bad like the Browns. Yep. It wasn't that she was a bad owner. It's that she had some other, like the GM, made dumb decisions to trade Eric Dickerson, a Hall of Famer. Later on, he said, that was a mistake. No shit, Sherlock. Excuse my language. No ass, Sherlock, There were some things that were done while she was owner that other owners wouldn't have did, and that's why the Rams are really good and got to the NFC Championship game a couple of years in the 80s, but they didn't have the owner to get us over the hump. And Sox says Niners play Arizona at home. Rubio, I'm here. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Love it, love it, love it. Let me get into another clip. There we go. Rams showing out on force. Rams showing out in force on the road.
Where are you guys traveling from?
Rams showing out in force on the road in Nashville.
Where are you guys traveling from?
We're from Harrisburg, Illinois. Redondo Beach. St. Louis, Missouri. Indianapolis. Kansas City.
From San Diego.
I came from Kansas.
I came from Kentucky.
Long Beach, California.
Yeah, Long Beach, California. We're from Knoxville.
Yeah. Morganfield, Kentucky is about 2.5-hour drive.
That's pretty cool, man. I mean, we're going to get more of that. The Ramelia, the Rams fan base is returning. The Rams were out of Los Angeles for over 20 plus years. A lot of the old school generation passed away, or they had bitter feelings because the Rams went to St. Louis. And the younger generations, a couple of generations, didn't grow up with Ram fans, were able to see their local team, and that's what happened. So it's coming back. It will be back. The Rams are building the Rams Village in the Woodland Hills training facility, headquarters, SoFi Stadium, surrounding shopping centers, hotels, and restaurants. The Rams, Stan Kroenke, the owner, is making the Rams empire in Los Angeles, a big footprint. Yes, indeed, in LA. Jack produces Rams Nation worldwide. Yes, indeed. Rubio says the whole herd. Yes, indeed. Rams Junkie says Saints are the worst team in the league. They played that quarterback Rattler was doing a hell of a job, man. The receivers, and I think they dropped some passes last week too. But yeah, Rattler did some things today. Let's see. Here goes Puka Nakua doing what Puka does.
They need a yard. Nakua shifting. They'll give it to him, and he's got it, and then some. Nakua is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rams.
The guy's amazing, man. I mean, the guy's amazing. And shout out to my guy Stockton. I got me a Puka rivalries jersey. It's gonna look badass. Belly says, "Yeah, I was at SoFi Super Bowl game. Wow, that's awesome with my pops. That was so lit, man, bro. The Rams Village stuff is close to my house. There it is, baby. I'm gonna tell you this, Belly. I've been saying this before. This is the golden age of the Rams ownership. With this owner, with this GM, this front office, this head coach, the Rams have gone from F them picks, those thinking about the draft picks, to we love those picks. We won a Super Bowl the other way. Now we're trying to win a Super Bowl this way. And also the footprint. The Rams marketing has the three major Asian countries, South Korea, China, and Japan, to market the Rams brand. They already are in Hawaii, in Maui. They're already in Australia, in Mexico. The Rams worldwide is going to come in fruition in your lifetime, and you'll be able to see more of that. You know, like the Niners and all that. They went to Santa Clara, 42 miles away, but they've always been in California, and but they're banking on 30-year-old glory. I call them the regular season empire because, you know, before they started going to championship games recently, they were always bragging about regular season games. But yeah, it's the golden era of Rams to be a Ram fan right now. You picked a great team to follow. But yeah, this was a hell of a game, man. I mean, 33 points on the road in Nashville. The Ramilic came out. The Ramili came out and did their thing, and beautiful game, man. It started out kind of ugly. I was like, McVay, run the ball inside the 10-yard line. Please, I love you, but please, brother, please do me a favor. This man was just a beast, one of the great wide receivers in the NFL. In the third quarter against the Titans, wide receiver Puka Nakua reached 200 career receptions. Amazing find, Puka Nakua. The guy's just too much, man. The guy's too much. I love it. Love that he's with us. And then again, Akilla Witherspoon. Godspeed, brother. Godspeed broke his clavicle with Stu Jackson announcing that. So, but it's next man up. Next man up. We got to do what we have to do, and we'll be fine. But yeah, we'll be fine. And but these guys, it's just going to get better, man. We're 2-0. We haven't even played our full game on both sides. And then it's we not me mentality. You know, the Sean McVay mantra. And there's nobody is more excited when Tay scores a touchdown than Puka, and vice versa. Matthew Stafford on cheering for each other. So yeah, they're both helping to get each other, support each other, get each other better. They both have the same journey, same plan. They want to finish with the Lombardi, and so this is going to be a great year. This is our journey. I cannot wait. Reba says Byron Young is a monster. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Speaking of that, BY, take it away.
Steps up, goes down, loses the ball, bounces around. The Rams have got it. Still running, not going down. Nate Landman on the spot.
There's that man, Nate Landman. When Carson Brothers hit the beanchy like button, we have only 17. We are stronger than that. Viva Rams Cabrones. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Hit it real quick, come back, or on your way out. It helps the Remelia find the channel with the YouTube algorithm, and that way you can come and see by subscribing and hit the alert button. Unannounced lives like today, it wasn't scheduled. I said I was going to come on, but I didn't schedule it, so I appreciate you guys always. Thank you, I appreciate that. When Cali Ram, let's see. And then here's did I already do it? Tay's first touchdown. I think I did, right? But let's do it again. It was so beautiful. Well, let's do this one here. Tay is different. Here we go.
That was just incredible. Matthew Stafford putting the football where literally only his guy can get it. And it really helps when your guy is Devontae Adams and he can go down and make that catch. Just an incredible throw and an incredible catch to keep it off the ground.
He is certainly no Ben Skoranek. That reminds me of that play in the Super Bowl where Stafford threw a ball out in front of him like that, and Ben Skoranek stuck one mid out there. The ball bounced off his hands and it gets intercepted. Belly says, I found your channel because I follow you on Twitter. Like, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And Belly, just in case when I go back and forth with Rombo, he has a channel. And he's had a channel longer than me, and we go back and forth. So a lot of stuff I'm saying is just to get on his nerves. So I appreciate you. That's what some people don't realize. I'm just saying stuff to get on his nerves because we go back and forth. He hates the Rams, and I love that he hates the Rams, so I rub it anytime I get. So thank you, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, let's do Tay's first touchdown. I think I show. Oh, actually, no, let's do Blake Rams it in for his first career touchdown. Blake Horn.
In year number 2, it is an early indicator he's going to have an impact.
We talked about how he falls forward on all of his runs. He runs downhill. The Mike linebacker is unblocked. So it's Corum versus Barton. And Corum wins with just a little bit of outside leverage. And then, like we said, getting those.
Rams Junkie says, still surprised so many Ram fans in the game. It was great, man. I mean, it's a really refreshing surprise. I really like that they did that. That's awesome, man. Here we go. There it is, baby. There it is. There it is. There it is. Jeffries, why do they hate us if they claim we never? Why do they hate us if they claim we were never good with no fans? They hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because we're in Los Angeles, the big boys town. The Rams franchise is the gem NFL franchise on the West Coast. That's why. And then here's Sean McVay with the dub in Nashville, baby. The dub in Nashville.
Bring it up in here tight. Bring it up in here tight, guys. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'm really, really proud of you guys because that little switch that you guys flipped in the second half, that's what it can feel like when we really put it together on both sides and in the kicking game. All right, I thought the turning point in the game, all right, was the turnover that we ended up creating deep.
Real quick, peep that locker room. That's what. Is that a high school stadium locker room? You know, our beautiful, immaculate, even the visiting team has a great locker room in SoFi. That is a horrible locker room. Look at that back there. That's goodness gracious. Okay, anyway, here we go.
Defensively, we're really opening up. Where's Kev at? All right, here we go. I got a couple game balls. All right, but I felt this guy's presence all day. Ended up forcing the fumble that Landman ended up getting. Where's Byron? guy made a couple great runs, got his first career touchdown. Gonna be a big time passer. Love this guy. Where's Blake Core, man? Another play that we had to have, getting a sack. All right, first career sack as a Ram, even drew the penalty. Where's Josiah? All right, got a couple more right here. All right, hey, first touchdown as a Ram. Yes, sir. Did his thing, made his presence all day. All right, where is Davante Adams? There's a lot of guys that I could really recognize, okay? But I know we all love this guy. This is his hometown. He does so many great things for us, wears so many hats. I'd be lost without him. We love him. Where's Carter Crutchfield?
Rams on three, Rams on three. 1, 2, 3.
I love it. That's Sean McVay doing his impression of Oprah Winfrey. You get a ball, I get a ball. That was cool. That's cool, man. That's my coach. This is just my team. It's our team, our coach. I love it, man. Here's our guy Stafford getting our team ready right before the game.
Hey, one track mindset. To win. Let's get the place up. Bring your juice today. Let's go. Hit him in the mouth. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
And that's what they did. And I think that Matthew Stafford's back is just fine, right? I think his back is just fine. I told you. Sign of the cross again, knock on wood. The man is a warrior. The man is the toughest son of a gun in the NFL when it comes to quarterbacks. And then here's Coach McVay talking about Byron Young doing his thing.
I thought he took his game to the next level. I thought his just pursuit. You see when Ward's able to extend plays, he's got the speed to be able to track him down. I think he made the game-changing play where he forces the sack fumble. But his presence, I think our outside back room, Jared does such a great job as well. But those two guys, they impose their will. They set edges in the run game. They can be able to create, whether it's some of the movements or whether it's winning on individual rush situations. Byron Young was outstanding. It was cool to be able to give him a game ball. He said it was the first one. So I've been shorten him for a couple times because he's deserved it before in the locker room, actually, instead of waiting until Monday when we do it.
Byron Young doing his thing. That's a good question that Stockton has. I'm curious to see if we pay Byron Young after this year. Yeah, because if we wait, it's going to go up. It's just going to go up. Hold on. I was trying to find a picture of one Kelly Rams post here. So big Mike Jones, the Rams Super Bowl versus the Titans hero who tackled Kevin Dyson 1 yard away from the goal line, was in the crowd with the blue Rams legend shirt. That was awesome. I saw him. I saw that. That was cool. I was looking for a picture of him. Let me see. Let's see if it lets me. But that was cool. He had a nice new blue T-shirt, chilling, a collared shirt, chilling. Mike Jones, if you let's see. And in case you forgot who Mike Jones was,
Probably the final play of the game in regulation. It is caught by Dyson. Can he get in? No, he cannot. Mike Jones made the tackle. And the Rams have won the Super Bowl.
and you're going to hear that again this year. And the Rams have won the Super Bowl. Yep, Jacques 42, Josiah Stewart, another steal from the draft. He took over, did a great job. When Verse went out, went into the tent, the Rams cupboard is full, baby. We got some stuff in store. Bradley says, I hope we play Terrence Ferguson soon. I hope he's going to be our Travis Kelce. Yeah, he's got really great skill set. He's fast. He's like a big receiver. I can't wait for it. Suckers, I'm tired of the lame tush-push play. That's not even football. It needs to be banned. Yeah, it's unstoppable. But, all right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Victory Monday. Love each and one of you guys. Stockton, I'll let you know on the jersey if it comes in. Thank you again. I'll let you know for sure. I'll check it, the mailbox, in a little while. I will see you guys tomorrow night, 7:05. Wait, tomorrow. It's going to be 8:05 because I work until 7. So 8:05 tomorrow. Remember, always usually Sundays and Wednesdays, 7:05 for our streams. As we always say, may the Remelia be with you. And Remulators, mount up. Rams are 2-0. Remember, tomorrow, 8:05. See you here tomorrow.